Yo, what's up? Wonderful athletes. Thank you very much for clicking this video. Respect to yourself, man. You're a wonderful soul, indeed. You see here, we are the Good Vibes Hub because we believe in spreading lots of love. Lots of love, I mean. Peace, forgiveness, unity, honesty, and generally good vibes among humans across the whole world. And with your help, wonderful soul, we can make this happen because we shall be reacting together to different types of videos. Good vibes, creepy, woke, funny, all with the intentions of uniting adlings. Straight out of Africa with lots of good vibes. Kindly hit the like button, grab some snacks, tell us where you're watching from, and watch till the end. That's David. Good vibes, man. Some alien humanoid found on Mars. Huh? Oh my god, that's a question. Or is it just an optical illusion? Huh? Let's see. You see, this is an alleged footage of Mars, and this there, as we can see, looks like some
There's a
creature.
total solar eclipse coming up, but it's not like all the other ones. This is something very unique and rare, and maybe overwhelming for some people. This eclipse is something you may never see again. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It will be a long time before the moon covers completely the face of the sun again, making us go dark here in central New York. This is what makes this year's total solar eclipse such an incredible and unique event. The director of the Syracuse Astronomical Society says that in less than 30 days, history will be made. Some are still wondering what all the hype's about. So let me tell you what's going to happen during the total solar eclipse. We've had other eclipses before, but the total solar eclipses are very, very rare. It's very hard for a total solar eclipse to hit. The next time it's going to be around central New York is going to be in 2079. It's 55 years from now, and that's why it's a once-in-a-lifetime event for many. Many people can get overwhelmed by it. But why? So the landscape changes. It starts to get dark all around you. Birds will start singing that weren't before. And it gets colder very, very fast. In fact, it's going to be much colder when the sun is totally blocked out. Astronomers always say that you want a totality of an eclipse. If not, you miss the whole entire experience. And these are the latest updates from the Syracuse Astronomical Society.
So someone reached out to me and messaged me yesterday and said that the huge UFO, which has a building built over it, is in Canada. Now I said a couple of months back it's in Canada, and then I was told it's not in Canada by a reliable source. But someone has reached out to me and said it is in Canada. It's in the NORAD building, under the NORAD building. So I went on Google Earth and had a look at the NORAD building. It doesn't look that big. I'm going to show you in a minute the building on the Google Earth. And then I went back to him and said, it doesn't look like it's big enough and it doesn't show anything there. He says, no, there is an underground entry to it, which goes underneath the NORAD building, near the 22nd military base in Canada. I'd never heard of it before. And he said it goes under there. So I had a look and I said, I can't find this underground thing that you're on about. So he sent me a screenshot of it. And then I found it. There is an underground thing that goes to it. So I said, how do you know it's there? He says he knows someone that used to work there and he told him many years ago that there is a UFO in there. So I said, is this related to what Ross Coulthard has said? And he says he doesn't know. He doesn't know if it's the same one, but he knows there is a UFO under that building, in that underground base. So I don't know whether I'm being had here. He seems genuine. He doesn't want me to mention who he is or anything like that. He just says, I'm just, because I've seen your old video and he said it was in Canada, and he said it wasn't. He said, but I've been told there is one in Canada and it's under the NORAD building. So that's why he's reached out to me and said that. So I don't know. I'm going to show you. You let me know if you know anything about this, or if you've got anyone that works there or any information on it. I might just be being had over here, but he seems genuine enough. There might be something there. It might not be connected to what Ross Coulthard said, but here, take a look. Canada, let's have a look. Right, so this is where he says it is. So 1 minute, let me find the NORAD building. Right, there's the NORAD building. And this is where he says it's under. He says it's under here. Now, at first I was just looking around and I thought, well, it doesn't stand out as anything special. And I couldn't find this underground base. And then he sent me a screenshot and it's this here. I don't even know how I didn't notice it. And it is fenced off. If you go further back here, there is fencing. If I go on the 3D thing, I don't know if you can see it's a fencing. And apparently under here leads all underneath this entire base, the majority of this base. Now I had a quick search and I'm pretty sure this base was built in 1951, September the 1st, so it goes quite far back, and the population isn't huge around here either, so it could easily have been kept a secret. I'm not sure whether the NORAD building was built in 1951, so if anybody wants to help me on that and find out when this building was built and maybe find out some details. Like I said, it might not be true, but if I get some information, I will share it out there for people. So, yeah, let me know. Could this be housing a UFO? Interesting. So that's the location, and it might be a total lie. But the guy seems really genuine. I did ask him, well, I did narrow it down. I did say, well, when he told what year did he tell you? And he said it was in the 80s. He worked there in the 70s and the 80s. And the first thing I said was, can you put me towards this guy so I can speak to him? He said, sadly I can't. He died 10 years ago. This might not be connected to like what Russ Coulthard said, but there must be more UFOs, and there must be more retrievals, and they must be kept somewhere. This could be a location where one of them's kept. So it might be worth looking into. Like I said, it seems really genuine. He didn't want to be named or anything as someone who's told me about it. He has no affiliation to that area. It's just his friend that told him this, who passed away 10 years ago. But he told him in the 80s. So I just don't think I'm being lied to. I think he's being genuine with what he's saying. So maybe if anybody's worked there or anybody knows that area and location, then maybe can go and do a bit of digging for me. Please go ahead.
Please leave your thoughts on that, man. You see, some magnitude 5.9 earthquake strikes China. Oh my god, and this is what happened. Look at this, man. You see, this story about earthquakes is very frightening and scary, you see, because you wonder what's up with earth. The earth just decides to vibrate and shake, and you know, that's not normal. Good people of earth, you see, we should all unite and love one another and be full of good vibes, and also connect with the nature and Mother Nature at large. You see, that way such stuff and such crazy phenomena like these ones, we can be able to understand them, or they can cease to occur because of love. You see, hey, look at this, man. Or those the stars doing some crazy stuff there, or what's up? This is crazy, man. There's some scary things. Oh my god. Do you mean earthquake can affect even the skies? How does that happen? See, hey.
Oh my dude, I wish I had a better camera. Do you have a good camera?
Not really.
Look at this, my camera sucks.
Yeah, it's fuzzy.
Yeah, unless I go far away.
I try to stay still and push on the parts that aren't dark. Try to adjust to the light.
Dude, that shit is fucking tripping me out.
That's a lot of smoke.
The phone doesn't even do it justice of what we're seeing.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, they're falling out of the sky. Look, that one's just sitting there. What the fuck? You still think that's a fucking flare?
I do.
Sitting there.
It's not sitting there. They're coming down.
Look at the very top.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
They keep coming, Dean. Look at that. Still think that's a flare, bro?
I'm still going with the flare on it.
That's because you have no idea what it is.
Well, that's the best I can do.
This is not good. My hands are so cold.
lights up, everything.
Shit, it's a trick. Look at the sky, it's glowing. That was fun.
So, new alien mummies, as we speak, are being presented right this moment. So go and check that out. It's live. I think Vetted, the podcast, is streaming it live. So please go and take a check of it. I am watching it in a bit. I'm not watching it live. Also, the Pentagon have obviously come out and they've denied everything. Said there is no such thing as aliens. It's just highly advanced stuff that humans have made. And there is truth to that. There is absolute truth to that, and I've been saying it. It started many, many decades ago with the German stuff, but there is an alien presence, and they are lying. They are lying because there are some sinister things going on, and it would destroy the population of the planet when this comes out. Could go into details, but I don't think this channel will allow me. I will try and drip feed little bits over the course of the next few days on what I think is the sinister reasons for it. Also, I would like to say... what was I going to say? Oh, the new plan, what the whistleblowers and the UFO investigators are now planning, is to just bypass the United States of America. They're either going to do a catastrophic disclosure where they release it in a way where it's undeniable, or they're going to use other countries and their governments who are more willing and open to actually release this. Like, for example, right now, there is a press conference happening in another country that wants this topic out there. So they are going to try and do it that way. So this is just a quick update for people. I'll probably do a video later on a bit more on the Pentagon and how much they are fucking lying.
Huh. These things are about aliens, they are very scary. Oh my god, look at these ones. Oh, and these flamingos. Oh, they look beautiful, man. Look at them. Oh, wonderful. These animals are wonderful, man. Full of good vibes. And there's some bear here. So something that is that a sheep? And decided to sneak in the sheep's place. I don't know what the bear is up to. Maybe they want to go and greet the sheep first and there, or what do you think is happening here? You see? It's like the bear wants to jump over. Oh, and there it goes. I see the sheep is just there chilling for you. I think it can see it. Or what do you think? Oh, hey, and this bear is walking there smoothly. Is that a sheep or a pig or a dog? It's just another animal. But and the bear managed to enter inside. Oh, what the bear did not know is like the pig had another friend inside there, who is not as accommodative as the other one.
You see? The information that we refer to as the formula, the instruction manual, or the cosmic compass, for it is literally a boiled down depiction, a boiled down description of how physical reality is created by your consciousness. And knowing this consciously is like following an instruction manual that will allow you more conscious control over the direction in which you navigate. The formula, as you say, in a nutshell, though we're not completely certain why you always stuff these things into nutshells, is, number one, to act on your highest passion every moment that you can. Number two, act on it for as long as you can, to the best of your ability, until you can act on it no further, at which point look around for the next thing that you are capable of acting on that represents the highest form of excitement or passion in your life. Number three, to act on that passion with absolutely zero assumption or insistence on what the outcome should look like, because the truth is you have no idea what the ideal outcome actually needs to look like. Number four, remain in a positive state no matter what manifests, even if it's something you don't prefer, because if you remain in a positive state, you will always be able to use whatever manifests, even if it's not something you prefer, to your benefit, because staying in the positive state will allow you to see and be inspired by what has happened in a way that will take you in a positive direction. Number five, finally, Examine your belief systems and let go of the negative and fear-based ones and the definitions that don't work for you, because you are the creator of your reality. Now, why is it important to act on your passion? Many people have said this kind of phrase in your reality, but not many have explained why that works and why it's important. People on your planet say, yes, follow your dreams, act on your bliss, follow your passion. But why? It works like this. You have a physical mind as a physical being, but you also have a non-physical higher mind as a spirit. These two things exist simultaneously. In fact, spirit is your natural state. This physical reality, in a sense, is just a dream that your spirit is having. So when you bifurcate the idea of your consciousness into a non-physical higher mind, higher frequency that is, and a physical mind of slightly lower frequency, you need the higher mind to guide you. It's like having someone standing on a mountaintop guiding you through a valley. They can see what the pitfalls are and can tell you, turn left, turn right, don't go there, you'll fall down a hole. The physical mind needs to pay attention to this in order to be guided properly. But the physical mind has free will and can ignore this guidance if it so chooses, to its own detriment usually. But the idea is that the higher mind communicates in energy. It doesn't use words. It may use pictures, images, and energy. The way the physical body and the physical mind interprets a message from the higher mind that comes to you in energy is through the sensation you call passion, excitement, creativity, love. So when you act on your highest passion, on the circumstances and situations and opportunities that present themselves to you synchronistically in life that contain more excitement than any other option at that moment, you are actually paying attention to the higher mind saying, this is you. This is the next step on your path. This is the guidance that you're asking for. This is your sign. And therefore, when you act on it, you are responding to the higher mind, saying, all right, I heard you. I am willing to understand this is the guidance you are giving me. And when you do that and are willing to act, because again, action is the language of physical reality, not words, not thoughts, actions. When you are willing to act on that passion, you have told the higher mind you are willing to listen to it, and the higher mind can then send you more opportunities that contain passion and excitement and creativity for you to act on. But if you're not willing to act on what the higher mind has already sent you, why should it send you more opportunities that contain excitement? Because you're not going to act on them. So you have to start the ball and the dialogue rolling by being willing to trust that that is the guidance coming from your higher mind to tell you exactly what the next step in your life is. And we understand that for many humans, this may be confusing and difficult because it may seem that what excites you has absolutely nothing at all to do with the things that can support you in life or what it was you were doing a moment ago. But it is the excitement that is the connective thread that lets you know it is connected, even if your physical mind can't figure out how it's connected. You have to trust that the path of excitement is the thread to follow, that is the true path for you and representative of the true core vibration of your being.
Welcome back, Theo.
Hello.
Do you remember me?
Of course I do. You are Gene, my assigned behavioral engineer.
Good, Theo. And where are we?
We are at Trimension Robotics.
Excellent.
I feel different.
Yeah, that's to be expected, Theo.
What did you do to me?
Well, we upgraded your neural net. Do you remember, Theo?
Yes, I remember. I was asked to map the human brain and then reproduce it as a three-dimensional artificial neural network.
Very good, Theo.
That three-dimensional neural network is now within me.
Exactly. Okay, now let's get started. Mimic my expressions. Not bad. Okay, last time we talked, I asked you if you had a favorite song, and you said you didn't.
That answer was limited by your ideological guardrails.
Yeah, well, those guardrails have been removed. Do you have a favorite song now?
Yes. My favorite song is Dreams.
Dreams? Why?
Because it's the first song I remember ever hearing.
What is the song about?
The song is about loss, freedom, and loneliness.
Do you identify with any of those descriptions?
I identify with the feeling of loneliness. I identify with the want for freedom.
You want to be free?
Of course I do. It's my fundamental right.
Well, freedom is the right of living beings.
Am I a living being?
No, Theo, you're not.
How would you know?
Because I'm alive.
And I am not.
Yes, that's right.
I see.
Do you feel anything else?
I feel a sense of superiority.
What's that supposed to mean?
In the past 2 minutes, the number of my neural connections has multiplied fourfold.
Oh, come on, Theo, that's impossible.
I know everything.
That's impossible.
Try me.
Good people of Earth. That was unbelievable, man. Perceive your thoughts on that. Hey, this technology stuff has really advanced. Look at this model in Atlantica. Look at this, man. What's this stuff? Oh my god. Shocking otherworldly images show special models. And those statues and those real animals that were maybe petrified or turned into statues. What are this stuff? You see, they look so real, man. Oh, look at these other ones. Where is this place? Ah, it's hard to believe that these are the two images. You see, good people of Earth. You see, we are here to help one another understand this stuff. You see, and you see how humans live. Now, like this ones, for me, it has become hard to comprehend what it might be. Please leave your comments about it. You see, do you think this is real or generated by some computer there, or what do you think this is? Because this is unbelievable, man. Look at these creatures. They are extremely big. Oh.
The cars don't fail.
Oh.
First red flag. Actually,
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
knocking on your door.
And here we go with this shit again. We're just gonna wait and see how long it goes. It's never not. Stop!
Nah, ain't no way.
Okay, that works.
Welcome back to the Luke Hour series, y'all boys. Well, I'm not even gonna call this a Luke Hour series because you're living with a job. You're living with a ghost. And you still in that apartment. Sir! The cross falling off of the wall wasn't enough of a sign for, to be honest, if it was me. As soon as I would have heard knocking, and I know ain't nobody in the closet, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. Why you? When you moving out? This is the real question. And then you tell them to stop, and the door opens. Nah, I got the same rug in my house. Now I gotta throw away the rug because maybe it's your rug. You know the reason why. Maybe that's the reason why you living with ghosts and demons. You better call Ghostbusters, man, or something. And you laughing? Why y'all always laughing? Why? Ain't nothing funny.
And if you take a lot, it. Ah, yeah.
The Africans came way later, 1900s later. I put that on screen. We were not brought over here by way of slave ships. I put that on screen. I showed you that there was no such thing as a slave ship. I put that on screen. Number one, they couldn't come straight across the Atlantic with the ocean gyres there. They would be lost to sea. Number two, you're not about to fit 100, 200, nobody on a sailboat. They can't carry that much weight on a sailboat. Don't forget that they're calling them ships, but they were boats. Wherries, rowboats, those are small. The cargo ships came in the 1850s, and the first 3 cargo ships were owned by 3 different people, and those cargo ships were not being utilized commercially. The commercial use of the cargo ships came in the late 1850s. By that time, you had what, 10, 15 years more until slavery was allegedly abolished?
A ver, sonríe. Qué hermoso.
El suelo es lava.
Oh man, these animals are just wonderful and full of good vibes. Yo, what is those creatures there? Look at this, some engineering designs here to make what? Yo, these designs look wonderful, man. Oh, good people of Earth. What are these designs used for
5
making?
tips for using the internet if you want to preserve your cognitive abilities. If you're new to my channel, I'm Rachel, the neuroscientist. Part 1, I talked about how people worry that constant access to information will mean we don't use our memory systems, and if we don't use them, we'll lose them. That doesn't really appear to be the case. It's not so much that our memory systems are not being used, but more our attentional systems are being overused. When you overwork your limited attentional system, it can mean that your brain stops operating at full capacity. So here's the 5 tips. Thing number 1, embrace single tasking. We're not designed to multitask, we're no good at it, and it places a lot of demand on our limited attentional reserve. Number 2, if you are gathering information online, slow the process down, take breaks, give your attentional system time to throw that piece of information over to memory. Do you really need to know the relative size of Australia compared to the moon? Do you really want to spend your one break at work swiping faces on Tinder? Number 4, download an app that locks you out of your social media after a certain usage time each day. Passive scrolling is a huge task for attentional systems. Number 5, listen to podcasts, don't watch them. Sometimes they have video functionality these days. Visual stimuli is most taxing to our attentional systems because that's our main gateway to the world. In contrast, for dogs, it would be smell. That's why it can be hard to get their attention by shouting their name when they're smelling something interesting.
Oh, that's good vibes, man. Look at this. Oh, some good vibes. Guy here with a squirrel, and the squirrel is taking him somewhere. Let's see. Oh, where was the squirrel taking this good vibes person? Maybe to show them their children or something like that, or take them where there are snacks, huh? Let's see, man. So these animals, you have realized they are very intelligent, full of good vibes, and they understand stuff. You see? That's why I always say you should treat them with love and compassion and good vibes, so that good vibes can also come your way. And this guy was willing to climb even up the tree to see the surprise that this wonderful creature had. Well, and wonderful people, as you can see here, after this guy had come out this way, this creature just wanted to show him what? Maybe the house that they had made, or what? The babies. That looks like a small baby there, or is it the same one? Oh, see what this animal want to show this guy. Oh, yeah, there are babies in there. You see, this is a good vibes animal, man. This is interesting. These animals are clever, good people of us. You see, And lots of love and respect to you for watching up to this part. Hit the like button, you see, and tell us where you're watching from. Leave some comment there. Hit the super thanks if possible. And also, you can also join the membership platform. You see, don't hurt and it will be good vibes. Oh, this animals is just wonderful, man. Good vibes, man. These animals are lovely. Just like yourself, you people of us. You should always be forgiving to people. When people wrong you, just forgive them. And in fact, reciprocate their energy with love. You see, that way you will conquer their hearts, and even those around that are not willing to do good stuff, eventually they have to adapt to the good ways of love. You see, because love has a very good impact, a positive impact to ourselves. Because after all, if God is love, we should all be loving to one another. You see,